Robert Gleckman from Tarzana, California. Tonight I won by TKO, little ground and pound. Finished him off in the first round, which was very exciting. It was a huge home advantage. This is actually my country club where I belong to, so I had a few hundred people here rooting me on. It added some additional pressure, though, that's for sure. But I felt the energy of the crowd, which really got me through it. Believe it or not, I was very relaxed going into the fight. He took a big overhand right from me and just shrugged it off, which was a little discouraging at first, but he got me against the cage, tied me up with a nice whizzer, and I just fought through it, came back and just a judo throw to him and just pounded him out. But very tough guy. Alex Rickard's a very tough guy. I like to start out fast. I feel my cardio is as good as any of these young kids. I really do. I train really hard from CrossFit, running CrossFit, a lot of Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of Muay Thai, so I do a lot of rounds a week. I like to get out and fight. Let's fight. We're here not to dance around. I want to get in, get mixed up, and let's bang it out or go to the ground. I feel that I'm adequate in both areas of the martial art area. It's about fighting. It's not about dancing around. Let's get dirty. I'm prepared. Even at my age, I'm ready to fight. Primarily, I'm Jiu-Jitsu based, training with Gracie Baja and Professor Alberto Crane. He's the first Gracie Baja black belt, American black belt. So yes, my background is Jiu-Jitsu, but I've worked really hard with Rick O'Kane, who's a world champion kickboxer, and Brian Avalar, who's also a Muay Thai champion. For the last year, I've really worked hard on my stand-up. I really enjoy standing and fighting. I like banging. If I get in any kind of questionable positions, I feel that my Jiu-Jitsu can get me out of any issues or problems. The sophomore jinx. You can come out and perform once. The question is, can you perform twice? It's like anything, whether it's in business, fighting, whatever it is. You have one good season in baseball, then your next season, you're a dud. So it was really important for me to come out and play well tonight. I wanted to really fight well technically. If I got beat, I got beat, that's fine. But I wanted to fight well. I wanted to do everything that I trained for and execute, and I did, and I was fortunate enough to get a win. And Alex is a tough guy. He's a veteran fighter. He's got 20 fights under his belt sanctioned, and God knows how many unsanctioned. So he was a very good opponent for me, very tough. He didn't go down with some big punches. It tested me all the way through, so it was very exciting to get a win off a veteran fighter. It's very fun for me. Anytime you fight stuff. But, listen, I'm 48 years old, and to start dropping 10, 11 pounds in 2-3 days is not fun. It's not fun. I like to eat. I'd rather go up in weight. But, I'm dedicated to the sport. I'm dedicated to the people that train me. I'll do what's necessary. I really will. I'll do anything. It's my first cocktail in 30 days. I haven't had a cigar in like 40 days. I haven't had any sugar in almost 30 days. So I'm very dedicated to the people around me. I want to do well. I want to perform the best that I'm able to perform. So I'll do what's necessary. But the answer to your question is the weight cut really sucked. Like I said, I enjoy fighting. To me, it's a personal thing. Anyone who's fought understands the dedication and the work that goes into this stuff. You really need to train. Anybody can man up and fight, but can you train and be a fighter? Or can you work? You can act once, but can you be an actor? You've got to put in the work. And I put in the work. I wanted to fight. Promotion is fun. I like doing promotions. I've met a lot of nice guys such as yourself, and I try to make a buck or two. That's always great. But my passion really is fighting. I enjoy it. I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy the competition, more importantly. And you know what? The guys are cool. They put the work in. They're dedicated. They're down. They diet. They don't cheat. They work. They're honest. They fight. They shake your hand. They give you a pat on the back when you win. And you know what? That's a lost art in the world. And to find it in an MMA world, it's quite interesting to me. And I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. Herman, great fighter. He's very close with my sister. My sister asked me to put him on the card, and we did. And I saw Herman fight for me actually about a year ago. And he's solid, man. He's legit. Personally, I think he got nailed on a decision tonight. I think he did win the fight. But Terrion Ware's a tough guy. It was a great fight. He shouldn't be discouraged. He'll be back. He's a great fighter, great camp. He's a good guy. Works really hard. He's the guy who's going to win 10, 15 fights in a row, and he's going to end up in the UFC. There's no question in my mind. Jared Papazian's making a big comeback. I guarantee he's on his way back to the UFC. He had a great fight tonight. His stand-up looks fantastic, training with Rick O'Kane. Very impressed with them. He got a little stuck in he got stuck in the guillotine and an armbar there. But the bottom line is winning a fight. Doesn't matter how you win. If you're prepared, you can get out of bad positions and turn them into good positions and pull out the win. And that's what he did. He's a veteran. He knows it. He stayed calm under pressure, and he pulled out a victory. And I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him. And I know he's a little bummed right now, even though he got stuck. But he got out and he won the fight in his home territory, and that's the most important thing. Daniel Clark, I'm so proud of him. You know, Daniel had, I say 2 bad beats in the last couple of years. He's probably the toughest guy in the camp, in my opinion. I think he's the most gifted guy. I think he could go, at some point, I think he'll be in the UFC. He's a big 155. He hits like a truck. I sparred with him the other day. I won't tell you how that turned out, but I'm still breathing, barely. Tough guy. Finally got a win. He finally did what he was supposed to do. Easy fight for him because he's good and he was prepared. Bobby Sanchez, great fighter. He's got, 40 fights. He's a tough guy. And when you can put Bobby away, in a minute and a half, you got to be prepared. Bobby on any given day can beat anybody. And he's a great young man and a tough fighter. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all you guys from Bamma USA, Brett Roberts, all you guys. You guys are spectacular, man. This was a great show. I want to thank my girlfriend, who I love dearly, who helped with you guys to bring the show out to Tarzana. My crew, Alberto Crane, my professor, my dear friend and my mentor. You know what? He stood behind me, him and Brian Avalar, my coach, Rick O'Kane, Sensei Ash. I'm a 48-year-old guy, man, and they stuck by me with all my injuries and all my complaining and all my bitching, and I pulled off 2 wins as a pro, and I fought, legit guys. I fought a kid 27 years old, Sean Ramage, or Josh Ramage, a really tough guy, had 10, 11 fights, and then Alex Rickards, and I appreciate the opportunity by Bamma to give me to be able to fight, especially in my homeland. I really thank you very much for that, and I hope I put on a good show for you guys. Thank you very much. I love kids, I love kids, I'll do whatever it takes for children. I would like to think on some levels, perhaps I am. Some people have said that. I do this because I enjoy it. It's for me. And if it inspires somebody else, that's wonderful. If I can help in any way possible anybody from a spiritual side or motivational side, that's great. But I do this for me. It really means a lot to me. I put the work in. I train hard. And I got a camp that sticks by me the whole time, It's really interesting, the dynamic of fighters. I'm a suit-wearing kind of guy, investment banker. And my closest friends have become fighters. They're true blue, they're down, they're in for anything. They work hard, they pay the price for success where a lot of people don't. And I really admire them on just about every level. I really have a lot of respect for fighters. I really do, honest to God. I got to tell you, Alberto Crane, he's my professor. I love him dearly, man. We've become really good friends over the last 4.5 years, and he's invested in me. Brian Avalar's invested in me, and same with Rick O'Kane and Sensei Ash. They invest, but I put the time in too, and they know I'm serious about it. And you know what? Again, 48 years old, I'm in the scope of the fighting world. I'm nobody, but I'm enjoying myself, and they're willing to take the time out to train me and to prepare me to fight these kids, who are tough. And I love them for it, and I'm willing to, get pounded or knocked out for them. I'll do whatever it takes to get a win for them. And I really appreciate their work for me. Here's the thing. My deal with Professor Crane is after I win 3 in a row, him and I get to fight. Main event someplace, him and I. I promise you, Alberto, I'm going to kick your ass. I swear to God. Him and I, when we train, there's a thing going around the gym that him and I, we get a little rambunctious. A couple cheap shots here, a couple cheap shots there. I have to admit, I take more cheap shots on him than he does me. But he has 1 free shot coming to me. Just I got to put my hands behind my back and take a knuckle shot to the face. So whenever you're ready, man, you're not going to knock me out either way. But we're down. After I take my 3rd fight, him and I go fight someplace, some show, hopefully Bamma USA. And as a main event, Alberto Crane and I for my 3rd pro fight, or my 4th pro fight. I got to win 1 more. And I promise you, I will win it. I really want this fight badly with my professor. Who do you want for your 3rd fight? Anybody. I'll fight anybody. I'm down. I just love it. Win, lose, or draw, man, I'm just down. I like the competition. I respect all the guys. And it's a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy it. And look at the support that I have. I get to be invited to a big organization like Bamma. King of the Cage offered me also an opportunity. National Fight Alliance. So you know what? I really appreciate that. I put the work in. I'm down for anything. I'll fight anybody. I'm down. Whatever. You get your butt kicked, you get your butt kicked. But whatever. I'm down for it.